Welcome back to Gimme Five with Jones and Eli. Eli, you have to go to an island, a stranded desert island for a month. Now, you can either go alone or with your worst enemy. What are you going with?
I think I'm going alone. Look, I don't have that many enemies, thankfully, but I don't even know if I had to pick one who it would be. But I imagine my worst enemy is probably going to be pretty tough to deal with for a month at a time. And look, a month's not that long. If you said I have to be there for the rest of my life, maybe not to my worst enemy, but just a month, I can deal with that by myself. I'll get out there, I'll lay out in the sun all day, I'll look at some sharks in the water, eat some coconuts, do a little push-ups on the sand or whatever, do some running, and I'll be chilling. It's fine. I don't want to be there with my worst enemy.
I'm 100% going with my worst enemy. I like my alone time. I for sure value it, but I love being with people. First of all, I don't know who my worst enemy is. If my worst enemy's out there, like let's be friends again. I don't even know who exactly you are, but that's why I think I'd love to go because I think I would enter with a worst enemy, but then I could leave with another best friend. Any problem in life that I have with somebody, I think, I mean, one day, let alone 1 month on an island. We don't have cell service, obviously. We don't have phones out there. We're gonna work it out. Life, shit happens, life happens. But I like to think that I'm an agreeable person to get along with. I like to think that everybody has a really great side of them. And I think we could work it out. And I think we could get a really great friendship. Who knows? Could be the love of my life, too. Who knows?
Well, I think it's a nice sentiment. I agree to want to make friendships and build connections, but I think worst enemy, you might be taking that phrase a little lightly. This is the person, Jones, in the entire world, the one person who you hate and who hates you the most, right? It's not the person who you hate. They also hate you equally as much. So you're fighting two things. One, you have to learn to like them. Two, they have to learn to like you. That's going to be tough, especially on an island. That's going to be a really stressful situation. At a certain point, you might have to resort to some cannibalism or something. Like there's going to be some intense obstacles you're going to have to face. If you were on there with your best friend, you might leave no longer friends because of the tension and stuff. So I don't understand how 1 month on that island is going to make you now from you used to hate each other, you wanted to kill each other, and now all of a sudden you're bros. It's not going to happen like that.
Well, I think it's the reverse. Like, yeah, if you went onto an island in that stressful situation with somebody you were already close with, it could be a dividing force, but I think it could be a uniting force for somebody who you were not already previously close with. And you will never have to resort to cannibalism on this island. I think
You
there's
might.
enough food, but I think you have to team up. I think you definitely have to team up to go out there and get food. There definitely has to be some hand in hand action for sure. I just think there's so much on the table. You could get so close.
I mean, you could, but you won't. Think about Madagascar, right? That's obviously the most important thing that we can use in this context. In Madagascar, Alex the lion, Marty the zebra, they start hating each other. Alex tried to eat Marty. Okay, that's probably going to happen with you and your friend. So if you look at the Madagascar case study, which, like I said, it's obviously the best example of this in the real world, it's going to just show that that's not going to work out. And I think at the end of the day, you're just going to be better off alone. I agree that it's going to be pretty lonely, but you could entertain yourself for a month. Are you getting any sort of reward for this, any sort of monetary competition, or you just have to do it no matter what?
No, you just gotta go. And think about, I mean, your demons could start creeping in when you're alone. Come on, it gets late at night and you start to hear things around. Maybe there's some critters on the island because of course you're not alone in that sense. You start getting scared, man. You could be wigged out. Look at Castaway. I mean, it's scary to be stranded alone and without a phone, without any connection to society. Your mind can do some crazy things. You're with this person, you need each other. Think about those late night talks under the stars. I mean, who knows? I'm telling you, Eli, you could walk in hating this person and walk out having found your true love.
But I worry that you say it's scary being by yourself. Yeah, it is. But arguably, even scarier is being out there stranded on a place where nobody's coming to save you no matter what. Probably you're going to have manufactured some weapons, some sort of devices to hunt and to catch stuff. And now you're out there, you got one weapon, and you're out there, you, a person who hates you more than anything else in the world, and you're just sleeping there. Like, that would be really unsettling in the middle of the night. Oh my God, like, you wouldn't be able to sleep. At least I wouldn't if I know my mortal enemy. I don't think you're realizing how strong worst enemy is. Like, that guy probably, or girl, probably wants to kill you. And so you couldn't be safe. You'd be even more scared, I think. It'd be a heightened sense of anxiety, of tension at all times, not knowing where are they going. If they go to the bathroom, oh my God, are they going to, fashion a knife to come back and stab me. It would just be nonstop stress, and I wouldn't want to do it. Send me alone. I'll survive. I'll come back a happier man for it.
You need to have some more faith in humanity, man. I mean, everybody, people hate each other. And sure, there are some people who would definitely say I'd rather go alone because some people have really bad worst enemies, but I can only speak from my own experience. I'm not saying I'm on the best terms with everybody in the world, but I think we can work it out, bro. Life's a long, long game, And I think this could be something to turn everything around.
Yeah, I'd like to think that you're right, and I'd like to think I also don't have a worst enemy. But if I do, if you're out there, please, like Jones said, reveal yourself, and hopefully we can make peace together on this island.
This has been Gimme 5 with Jones and Eli. A reminder to follow us on TikTok and Instagram for a chance to decide our next podcast topic. Eli, thanks for talking.
Always a pleasure, Jones. Talk to you soon.